press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello dear students, so let me continue one more part from work energy power. So anyhow up to now I covered some part 13. Now let me give one more lecture on work energy power. Most of the concepts I covered in the last sessions. See, recently from the last 3 sessions just I started collisions, and we know different types of collisions. Okay, elastic collision, inelastic collision, and written some formulas in case of last inelastic collision also. And before that inelastic collision we covered some topic called as coefficient of restitution. I hope you remember the coefficient of restitution. What is coefficient of restitution? It is the ratio of relative velocity of separation after the collision to the relative velocity of approach before the collision. We got some equations. If any ball falls with a speed u, after first rebound it will come with a speed v, then that what is this v? This v is nothing but e times of u, e times of this. If it falls with this much speed, if it comes with something v dash speed, what is this v dash? Tell me how to write this v dash. V dash is equals to, so it starts from here, e times of, it comes with eu, e times of eu. So what is the answer? E square u. Finally you know the formula, Vn is equal to e to the power of n into v. So keep in mind, if a body falls with v, rebounds with e times of v. After second rebound, e square v. Third rebound, e cube v. Fourth rebound, e power 4 v. If it falls with u cos theta speed, if the body falls with u cos theta speed, then tell me after rebound what is the speed? U cos theta. If it falls with u cos theta, then no doubt after rebound it is with eu cos theta after first rebound. Tell me after second rebound, after first rebound eu cos theta, after second rebound e square u cos theta, third rebound e cube u cos theta. Keep in mind, okay. So use this formula, Vn is equal to e to the power of n into v. Now in this session let me cover some good questions. Okay, next we will start assignment sheets. Okay, so this is the means almost concepts I am going to stop here now. Next only assignment sheet explanation. Okay, almost this is the last lecture for work energy power, means in next sessions only assignment sheet discussion. Okay, we already sent an assignment to you, so that assignment I am going to discuss in the next sessions, maybe 2 to 3 sessions. Okay, we will see how many sessions it will take. Okay, now here let me add some problem. So write this question now. So write the question. Questions are somewhat good questions. Maintain the questions now. A particle of mass m strikes a smooth floor. So write down, a particle of mass m strikes a smooth floor with a speed u, at an angle of inclination theta with the normal, Try to maintain the question, theta with the normal. The coefficient of restitution is given e. The coefficient of restitution is e, small e. Find the magnitude and direction of velocity. Find the magnitude and direction of velocity Find the magnitude and direction of the velocity with which the particle rebounds. With which the particle rebounds. With which the particle rebounds, and find the impulse and loss in kinetic energy. Find the impulse and loss in kinetic energy. Yeah, read the question. Good question this is. Okay, there are so many variety of questions. Okay, some questions are covered in assignment sheets and these type of questions are not yet covered. That's why let me continue few questions in this session. Read the question. A particle of mass m strikes smooth floor with a speed u at an angle of inclination theta with the normal. The coefficient of restitution is given small e. Find the magnitude and direction of velocity with which the particle going to rebound. They are asking magnitude and direction. Magnitude means v, direction means some angle we need to find. Magnitude and direction of velocity with which the particle rebounds, and also they are asking to find impulse and loss in kinetic energy. Okay, impulse and loss in kinetic energy. See, this is the particle whose mass is m, particle of mass m, and this is the normal. It makes an angle theta, moves with a speed u. Observe carefully, coefficient of restitution is given small e, and it is going to rebound like this with certain speed v. If it is a perfectly elastic collision, this must be theta, right side. But is it perfectly elastic collision? No, they mentioned E means this is not a perfectly elastic collision. They given small e, so this is not a perfectly elastic collision. So this is something angle alpha, some new angle. Okay, these two are equal when this E is equal to 1. If it is a perfectly elastic collision, the ball hits with some 30 degrees angle, it rebounds with 30 degrees, perfectly elastic collision. But this is not a perfectly elastic collision, so if it hits with some angle, it will rebound with some other angle. So after rebound, I taken velocity is v. So resolve this velocities into some components. So resolution is important here. Let us see how I am resolving this. Let me draw here. First you concentrate on v. Let us suppose this is O. See, at O. This is O. How u is there? Like this, huh? This is what? U. And this is the normal. And this is theta. So what is this line? Shall I write u cos theta? Is it okay? U cos theta. And this shall I write it as u sin theta? Got u? See, observe the u. U divided into two parts. Yeah, u is divided into two components. U cos theta, u sin theta. Clear? U cos theta, u sin theta. Now divide the v also into two components at O. Divide v also into two components. See, this is the v. This is v. This is alpha. What is this component? V cos alpha. What is this component? V sin alpha. Got it? So I divided u into two components, v into two components. U, v are divided into two components. Components along the horizontal will be same because the particle is falls vertically and rebounds. Not vertically, with angle and rebound. So components along horizontal will be same. U sin theta balanced by v sin alpha. So along horizontal, components along horizontal is. So from this diagram, let me write here, u sin theta balanced by v sin alpha, equation number 1. Components along vertical, you balance it. Components along vertical is v cos alpha, u cos theta. Tell me how to write. Okay, this let me write. Of course, this is correct, don't worry. V sin alpha, v sin alpha is equal to u sin theta. Okay, equation 1. This is equal to this. Okay, same direction, these two are equal. along, because along body is moving in this direction and in this direction, it's not moving along this floor. Okay, so V sin alpha balanced by U sin theta, equation 1. Coming to these two, one is with what angle the body is falling, U cos theta angle. With U cos theta angle, the body is going to strikes the floor. Before collision, what is the speed of the body? U cos theta. After the collision, V cos alpha. If a body falls with U, rebounds to something V, then what is this V? V is equal to EU. This V is equal to E times of U. V is equal to E times of U. Then tell me in the same way, this V cos alpha is E times of before. Got this? Got this one? V cos alpha is equal to E times of U cos theta. They are asking magnitude of velocity after the rebound. So after the rebound, they are asking magnitude. Just square equation 1 and 2 and add it. Squaring 1 and adding, squaring equation 1 and 2 and adding. So V square sin square alpha plus V square cos square alpha. Left side is V square sin square alpha, V square cos square alpha, which is equivalent to this one square, U square sin square theta, E square U square cos square theta. Squaring, adding 1 and 2. Okay, and this one is V square. Sin square means you take sin square, V square common, sin square alpha plus cos square alpha, that is okay. And U square sin square theta plus E square U square cos square theta. Then what is V? Root of U is common, root of sin square theta E square cos square theta. This is the magnitude of velocity. Okay, so magnitude of velocity is U root of sin square theta plus E square cos square theta. Okay, next they are asking direction. So this is alpha is the direction. Just I am doing like this. Just divide equation 1 and 2. If I divide equations 1 and 2, tan alpha I will get V sin alpha by V cos alpha. V cancelled. Sin alpha by cos alpha. Divide equation 1 and 2. V sin alpha by V cos alpha. Sin by cos tan alpha. And right side 1 by E tan theta. Is it correct? Check it. U sin theta by EU cos theta. U sin theta by EU cos theta. U cancelled. Sin by cos tan 1 by E. Extra 1 by E. If it is a perfectly elastic collision, E is equal to 1. Tan alpha is equal to tan theta. Alpha is equal to theta. Clear? Okay. So I got velocity and I got direction. Okay, velocity I got it, direction I got it. What is the next target? Impulse. Anyone remember the impulse formula? Impulse. What is impulse? Impulse nothing but change in momentum. Of course, large force acting on a body in a short interval of time, nothing but impulsive force. You learned in the previous chapters. So impulse means change in momentum. So impulse along x-axis, let me find. Impulse along x-axis. Along x-axis there is no change in velocity, U sin theta, V sin alpha as it is. So impulse along x-axis is 0. There is no change in impulse along the x-axis. Along the floor there is no change in impulse. There is no change in velocity because these two components are equal. There is no change in velocity. And along y-axis, J y. Okay, let me take the magnitude J y, magnitude of impulse I am taking. What is regular formula? mv minus mu. Remember the formula? mv minus mu. M into v minus u. Okay, mv minus mu. What is v? What is u? mv, v is the after the collision, u is the before collision. V after the collision is v cos alpha. After the collision is v cos alpha. Okay, v cos alpha. Before the collision is u cos theta. But after the collision, the ball moves opposite, minus v cos alpha. Got it? Why I written minus v? You know already, if a ball hits a wall, then rebounds with something v, then how you will write momentum? Tell me. M into v minus u. What is this v? Minus u. This v is negative or not? Minus v minus u. I think you know these things in laws of motion. So basic things already covered in earlier chapters. V cos alpha minus u cos theta. But what is v cos alpha? V cos alpha nothing but eu cos theta. Anyhow, I have taken magnitude. If any confusion is there, you take the magnitude. So m, this is v cos theta is minus eu cos theta minus u cos theta. So minus m u cos theta, if I have taken common, it is 1 plus e. So this is impulse, and if I take the magnitude, m u cos theta 1 plus e. See, this is the impulse equation in this concept. So how much I got? Mu cos theta 1 plus e. Okay. So mu cos theta 1 plus e or e plus 1, that's not a problem. See what they are asking, another one. Kinetic energy. Shall I continue here? Kinetic energy. Space is okay. Kinetic energy. Otherwise, let me write this side. What is kinetic energy? Initial kinetic energy minus final kinetic energy. Okay. Loss they are asking. Loss nothing but always initial kinetic energy minus final kinetic energy. Okay, let me write here. I think the space is sufficient. Let me check. I am writing here kinetic energy. Initial kinetic energy. No, I will use the space. So we write up to here. Yeah, let me rub this left side part. Written the left side part. Yeah, let me rub the left side part. Now let me find loss in kinetic energy, delta Ke, nothing but half m u square minus half m v square, initial minus final. Okay, so initial minus final means, see the previous diagram. Okay, so this u nothing but, okay, I am worried about u only, not for me. So u means u cos theta. Why u cos theta? Ball falls with what? U cos theta, and rebounds with what? V cos alpha. Remember just previous diagrams, I rubbed the diagrams, that's why I am worried. So m u means, okay, in the first step itself only you write it now, it's better. Half m u cos theta minus half m v cos alpha. Anyhow, if you use minus also, no problem, square is there, that is gone. So half m you write outside, u square cos square theta minus m half already taken out, v cos alpha. What is v cos alpha? V cos alpha is eu cos theta. See the previous equations. So half m u square you write outside, this is cos square theta minus e square, u already taken out, cos square theta, then half m u square cos square theta 1 minus e square. So this is the loss in kinetic energy in this problem. Loss in kinetic energy in a given problem. See the problem. Good question, this is somewhat good comparing to the previous questions. Again, see the slowly the levels are changing. If I entered into the next chapter, definitely I am going to derive some derivations based on integration processes. First PUC students generally they don't have an idea of integration properly. Some students know in a basic mathematics classes. I hope you learned basic integrations. Okay, if you remembered, it's very happiest thing for me, so that I can continue integration derivations fast. Otherwise, I am going to spend some time. Okay, whenever I am going to derive the integration process, definitely I will spend some time. Okay, that I here in this chapter I am not going to enter into the integration parts. Next chapter I will enter. Okay, like in systems of particles, rotational motion, definitely I am going to enter with the integration derivations. Definitely the level also I am going to change. Maybe I am going to start with very slow. Once the sessions are going to finish means, definitely I am going to cover some JEE level questions. Okay, so this is one of the JEE level question. Let me try one more good question. Okay, let me give one more question. So write this question also. A ball is dropped from a height h. A ball is dropped from a height h, from a height h on an inclined plane of inclination, on an inclined plane of inclination, theta with normal, again with normal is given, theta, that's it, theta as shown. Coefficient of restitution is given E. At what distance during distance along the plane, the ball again collides with the plane. The ball again collides with the plane. Okay. Coefficient of restitution is they given E. See, they given the diagram also. Let me draw the diagram. See, they given the diagram in this way. It is going to strike here. This is the normal. Yeah, ball falls from what height? H. Read the question twice. This is also not easy question. So this is also one of the JEE level question. A ball is dropped from a height h on an inclined plane of inclination theta. Okay. As shown in figure. At what distance along the plane the ball again collides with the plane? See, ball falling vertically. Ball starts from rest. No doubt it falls with a speed something. Let us take speed is v. Ball falls with a speed v. So resolve this v into two components again. Means what is this component? Very clear. V cos theta. What is this component? V sin theta. Got it? V, this is V. Just you see the previous. This is something O. V, this is vertical V. V cos theta. V sin theta. Okay. But after striking that inclined plane, the ball rebounds. Okay. The ball rebounds with E times of previous velocity. and again what they given, at what distance along the plane the ball again collides with the plane, means it is does not fall out from the plane, again it is going to hit the plane like this. Let us suppose here it is going to hit the plane. So let me draw one more separate diagram here. After hitting, let me draw this diagram. This is after collision I am drawing now. After collision, see, after collision it will move with a speed something. What is this? V cos theta. Before collision is V cos theta. After collision, tell me at what speed it will come. After collision, with what speed the ball is going to come? So it will come with E u cos theta. If a ball falls with u, it rebounds with E u. If a ball falls with u cos theta, it rebounds with E u cos theta. Clear? E u cos theta, and this component is does not changes. Components along the surface is same. The target is to find D. What distance from the initial point? If this is O and if this is something A, our target is to find out O A. Okay. See, indirectly they are asking the range. Got it or not? They are asking the range of this projectile, and see, this will take some time. From here to here it will take some time. Still it is not reaching the bottom. It is going to reach, but what they given in the question? It is again strikes the plane. So let us suppose it is striking here after a time t, but we don't know this t. Let us get the t and resolve the g, acceleration due to gravity. So g at every point, you know, g always acts. Now this is actually, see, this is the direction of small g. Let me draw separately here. This is a small g vertically downwards, and this is the inclined plane. This is theta. What is this component? G cos theta. And what is this component? G sin theta. Same concept will come projectile on inclined plane in previous chapters, in motion in plane some other chapters. Projectile on inclined plane, we can throw upwards, we can throw from downwards to projectile some other. So this is like a projectile on inclined plane. G will be resolved into two components. One is in this direction, one is perpendicular to the plane surface, parallel to the plane surface. This is G cos theta. Okay, G cos theta. This is what? G sin theta. Why? Because this is an angle theta. G cos theta. See the complicated things. Nothing these are. If you are good in free body diagram concepts, and if you know projectile motion in a plane, inclined plane, then this is nothing. G cos theta, G sin theta. See, there are two components, along the horizontal displacement, along the vertical. Let me find displacement along vertical. So let me write along vertical. Along vertical direction. Along vertical direction, I am using S is equal to u by t plus half at square. Basic formula using. What is the displacement along vertical direction? Displacement along vertical. There is no displacement along vertical, only displacement along horizontal direction. Means with respect to this projectile, there is no displacement. First the body falls here, again the body falls on the inclined plane. So there is no vertical displacement. This is 0. Uy vertical. What is the vertical velocity? Vertical velocity is E vertical. This is the vertical velocity uy. E u cos theta into t. A is minus g. Got it? Why A is minus g? Why A is minus g? Upward. This is like a projectile motion. Okay. E u cos theta into t half g t square. Okay. And see, what is this A? A is, observe it, along vertical. Along vertical, what is A? G cos theta. With respect to this plane, this is the vertical. This G sin theta is horizontal. Don't remember always like a cos theta is horizontal, sin theta is the vertical. This G cos theta is vertical. So in place of A, you write minus G cos theta into t square. Take cos theta common. Okay. So equate these two. E u cos theta t half G cos theta t square. Cos theta 1t, t is equals to 2 E u by g. So I am getting t. Okay, this is the small time t. T. So after a t seconds, after 2 EU by g seconds, the ball is going to hit here. The ball is going to hit here. Time we got it. Now you can balance the equations along horizontal. Along horizontal. Along horizontal again I am using s is equal to uxt plus half at square. Along horizontal is our target d. S is d. Ux. Along horizontal. What is ux here? Along horizontal v sin theta. Okay. So along horizontal what is this? This is v sin theta into t plus half a. What is a? Along the horizontal g sin theta. Along horizontal is g sin theta. G becomes g sin theta, but that is plus along horizontal. Okay. Substitute t value, you will get the required answer. B is equals to v sin theta. What is small t? Small t is 2 e u by g plus half g sin theta t square. What is t square? T square 4 e square u square g square. Check it. 1 g gets cancelled. 2 2s are. Okay. Sin theta you can take common. Sin theta let me take common. Okay. So I am getting what is, see, I am getting like this. V 2 e u by g plus sin theta taken common 2 e square u square by g. Just you verify it. 2 e square, here 2 2s are, 2 will be there. 2 e square u square is there. This v, if the body falls with a speed v from a height h, what is this v? V is equal to, shall I write root 2 gh? So v is equal to sin theta, let me take eu by g. So 2 eu by g, let me write outside, v plus e u, one u taken out. B is equals to 2 eu sin theta by g, this v nothing but root 2 gh plus eu. What is v? Root 2 gh. Anywhere, see, I think just a minute. See, one small thing, this is v cos theta rebounds with what? Ev cos theta. Why I am using uv? Only one thing, u starts 0, ev cos theta, just you change it ev, that's why I am getting wrong answer. E, everywhere you write v only, because I am using only single term ev. So v, so you write only v, then only it is correct. Change in place of u as a v, in place of u as a v. Okay. See, again I am using 2 uv, only one v, v cos theta, ev sin theta. So then you will get direct answer. That's why I am worried, because I am extending steps. So that's not possible actually. V sin theta you can take out, v square sin theta, v square sin theta 2e by g plus v square sin theta e square 2e square by g. Then you write this is 2gh, v is equal to root 2gh, and that is root cancel 2gh, sin theta 2e by g, this is 2gh, sin theta 2e by g, 1g g cancelled, 2 everywhere is there. You can take 4 sin theta common, 4 sin theta, 2 2 is 4, 4 sin theta, 2 2 4 sin theta, everywhere is there, h also common. So here this is square, e square, this is square, check it, e square 4 sin theta, let me write 4 sin theta e h by g, 4 sin theta e square h by g, then this is the better way if I write 4 sin theta e h by g, 4 sin theta e h by g, 4 sin theta, g already cancel na, why I have to write 4 sin theta e h, if you write one, see just you multiply this one, 4 sin theta e h, if you take common you will get 1 place here. See the question, see the calculation also, practice number of times, it's not easy things. Verify some simplifications. Take only v. Earlier I took uv, that's why I confused. So practice at least twice, then you will get the answers. Let us see one more good question. Next question, something based on conservation of energy. Of course, without using conservation of energy also we will get the answers. Let us get some questions by using conservation of energy. Let me solve one or two questions based on conservation of energy and then I will stop the class. Next we will see only assignment sheet problems. So write the question, I will give you some 2 to 3 questions based on conservation of energy. Without using conservation of energy also we will get the answers. Let us see. A block is released from position A as shown. Write down. A block is released from position A as shown. Find the speed of the block at B. Find the speed of the block at position B as shown. Okay, so let me give the question. Okay, all the surfaces are frictionless, you feel. So let me give one question. See the first one. This is the first one. They given this diagram. This is A, this is B. They given this. This is the first diagram. See the next diagram. Let me continue 3 at a stretch. See the third one also. Yeah, I given 3 different diagrams. So these are also some good level of questions. We can solve all these 3 questions by using law of conservation of energy. Okay, just you balance the total energy at 2 positions, at A and at B, then you will get direct answers. Otherwise use the regular method like work done from A to B, means what height it is covered. If you know the height, you will get the answer. Draw the diagram. So see, let us do this one. See, first of all, the block is on top of a some track, vertical track. Okay, top of a vertical track starts with u is equal to 0. Earlier I done it is moving with something v naught speed. Here starts with u 0 and all the surfaces are frictionless. Keep in mind, all the surfaces are frictionless. All the surfaces are frictionless. Okay. Here the block starts from A and reaches here. See, indirectly block covers how much height? H height. Then we can get directly velocity at this point. They are asking speed. So velocity we can write directly. V is equal to formula root of 2gh direct. What is this h? We know h is equals to this r. So we can write directly r 1 minus cos theta. How this h will come? Complete is r. Only we need this. This is r cos theta. R minus r cos theta will give h. R minus from here to here how much? This is r cos theta. R minus r cos theta nothing but h. R minus r cos theta means what? R into 1 minus cos theta. Okay, leave it. Just you balance energies at AB. This is better way. Energy at A means from law of conservation of energy, energy at A which is equivalent to energy at B. So total energy, potential energy at A plus kinetic energy at A which is equivalent to potential energy at B, kinetic energy at B. So what is the potential energy at A? Tell me. Potential energy at A means the body from O, with respect to O we are finding it is at a height of r, m, g, r, if m is the mass, plus kinetic energy 0. Potential energy at B, what is this one? R cos theta. B height is r cos theta, mg r cos theta plus half m v square. Mass everywhere cancelled. Gr cos theta. Take gr left side, take gr common. Gr, if I take common, 1 minus cos theta which is equivalent to half v square. Take this 2 left, take this 2 left. So v square is equals to 2gr 1 minus cos theta. Then what is v? Same, 2gr 1 minus cos theta. Earlier we got some different answer, means that it starts with u is equal to something v naught. Now how much I am getting? V is equal to root of 2gr 1 minus cos theta. Follow the same concept for 2, 3. If you solve this 2, 3, I will go for next question. Otherwise, I may stop up to here only. If you want to cover these problems, means next I will start one more question, some cylindrical questions. Okay. See the next. Here the body starts at A. Okay, body starts at A. Okay, and this is what? R. And what is this height? What is this height up to here? Okay, complete is R. Up to here is, what is the height? R cos alpha, R cos alpha, R sin alpha. Okay, r cos alpha. So just you balance potential energy at A, kinetic energy at A, potential energy at B, kinetic energy at B. What is the potential energy at A? At A, what is this? What is this? R cos alpha. Height is r cos alpha. So mg this is mg r cos alpha. Got it? Plus 0. Why mg r cos alpha? This is r cos alpha. Height is r cos alpha. Body is at a height of r cos alpha. Coming to the B. Okay, coming to the B. So this is alpha plus beta. Okay, this height. See here mg r cos alpha, and what is ub? Mg r cos of alpha plus beta plus half mv square. Mass you can strike off it and extend it, you will get the answers. See, this is alpha plus beta, just you see. How much this one? Opposite angles, the diagram is looks different. This is alpha plus beta. What is this alpha plus beta? And what is the height? This is r cos alpha plus beta. Mg r cos alpha plus beta. Okay, cos alpha plus beta. Take that to left side. Gr cos alpha minus cos of alpha plus beta, which is equivalent to half v square. So what is v? V is equal to 2gr root of cos alpha minus cos alpha plus beta. This is the problem. Simple mathematics, just to identify at what height the body is there. Once you decide the height of the body, we can write potential energy. Kinetic energy, by using the velocity we can write kinetic energy. At least you try the third question. Every problem is different, but see, I am using the same models. See the third. First, the body is at what height? Phi r. Then potential energy at A, 5 mgr. Starts from rest. So ua plus ka, which is equal to ub plus KEB. What is UA? Mg into phi r. Mg into phi r. Kinetic energy 0. UB. Yeah, this is at what height? Just this height. This side, this one, this height. And see, this is r. And this one. If this is 60, what about this? 60. Then this height is r cos 60. Right side is visible. R cos 60. So UB is mg r plus r cos 60. Simple geometry I am using. R plus r cos 60. Height of the block B, means block at a position B, is r plus r cos 60. R plus r cos 60. Plus kinetic energy half mv square. Is it visible or yeah? Okay. So mass gets cancelled. 5gr left side, 5gr right side is g, r plus r cos 60. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. So 1 plus 1 by 2. So 3 by 2 r plus half v square. So take this 2 left. 10gr minus 3gr by 2 half v square. 2 gets cancelled. V is equal to, just verify, 7gr. V I am getting root 7gr. Okay, these are the questions. See, still so many models we can find. Okay, if you open any other new book, you may find some other things. Okay, they may give some 2 cylinders with some liquids. Okay, they connected by something tap. If the tap is opened, the water level will comes to the equal. So in that case also we can find the work done. So far I covered so many concepts based on work and based on energy, and some questions are covered based on conservation of energy also. Okay, so in this chapter the most important thing is, of course it is an easy chapter because we covered collisions also nothing. If you practice all the formulas, definitely you are going to enjoy all the problems. Okay, and work also very simple formula, force into displacement, but that force I am changing, displacement I am changing, based on the given problem I am changing all the values. Okay, so practice all these formulas and try to solve assignment sheets. Okay, definitely we may find some new type of questions, no doubt. Everywhere if you open some new book, definitely the problem is new. Okay, if you solve some thousands of questions, definitely 1,001 question will come in the paper, that you keep in mind first. Okay, if you solve some 1 lakh problems, 1,01,000 problem will come in the paper. The way is you have to learn the concept. If you are thorough the concept, definitely you are going to solve that 1,01,000 problem also. Okay, no need to worry, means no need to solve the more number of questions, just you practice concepts and try to analyze the concepts. Of course in this first chapter, anyhow this is the first chapter for your first PUC students from my side, so I covered in some medium to some little bit more. Okay, almost I started this chapter very slowly. Okay, like for 10th class students I started this chapter. Okay, and slowly again I entered into some concepts. Of course concepts are covered, some good level of questions also done in this class. Okay, so if I entered into the next chapter, definitely I am going to show you so many varieties in system of particles and rotated motion. I am going to show you so many integration concepts, like based on some center of mass concept, some. Okay, we will see in the next sessions. Okay, so that is most important chapter for entrances. Of course this is also important topic for all type of entrances and subjective. And see, here I covered subjective topics from NCERT. Okay, in NCERT they may give some new things or they may give less things, that is nothing, but here overall chapter is covered. Okay, finally work energy power chapter completely covered in this minimum of 14 sessions. Okay, even I took more sessions. Okay, thank you. We will see some assignment problems in the next sessions.